A very good morning, Fabio here. Today we are going live inside Discord, so make sure to join. We're going to be watching red folder news together, and euro dollar itself now has not really been moving in any direction. As we can currently see, we are still just consolidating. We grab liquidity underneath the lows over here, but for the rest, nothing much as of yet. So we can currently see that the daily area of supply over here, with this being your daily fractal low, is still holding and suppressing price from moving any further in towards the highs. So looking here at the 4-hour time frame, we can still see that we're consolidating a bit. Yesterday we had two red folder news events, one being positive, one being negative, and it has not really moved the market. Now today again we have inflation numbers coming out, so that should move the markets in my opinion. Now looking here at the 4-hour time frame, we can very clearly see again very heavy overextended move in towards the downside on EURUSD. Obviously, we are looking for a potential pullback play, but not shooting the gun too early. Now, I have marked out fractal structure with this over here being my fractal high, this red line, this being my fractal low. So as long as this red line over here holds, we should still push down lower. If we can break that, then I'll start looking for that pullback play on EURUSD. That is the only situation that I'm currently looking for. I'm not really looking at any shorts at these levels, but I am also not yet looking at those longs until we really see a significant structure shift here on the 4-hour time frame. Now, looking at the dollar index itself, the dollar index is still inside its daily level of supply. So we can very clearly see that this fractal low has still been respected, so nothing has changed. We are still expecting further upside from the dollar as long as that fractal low holds. As we can see here on the 4-hour time frame, this was the fractal high break. So what happens ultimately is that you get this, you get the push up, you get the push down, you get the push up again, you get the push down in towards this low, and now we are ranging in between this low and this high. So we're now just waiting for the market to move again. If this low breaks, we'll see another push in towards here most likely, and this will then decide if the market wants to push up higher or if that area of daily supply will play out and we will see a deeper correction. Okay, so if the 4-hour starts breaking this low, then I expect a deeper correction to happen if we do not see any bullish momentum kick in inside here. So that is what I'm looking at from the dollar. If we just push up obviously with news, then my target will be this zone of around 104, this level of supply over here with liquidity above this high. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for from the dollar index. Going into AUDUSD, what are we expecting from that? So I know a lot of you are looking at potential longs on AU, which is not a bad thing. Overall, we can very clearly see that we are inside this sell before a strong buy in towards the upside. Next to that, we also have this liquidity low over here, which I am monitoring. So I'm looking for a potential further upside push again here on the daily time frame, right? So what we need next is for lower time frame momentum to start kicking in. We can see daily trend is up still. So then I go in towards daily demand and I look at the 4-hour time frame. So what do you see on the 4-hour time frame? Well, we broke fractal structure. So what happened yesterday or last night is that we broke this fractal high. So this red line over here got broken, indicating to me that there are some bullish intentions. This sell before the buy, right? That is now your area of demand. Hence why we're now seeing a reaction as well. We've kind of seen a small breakout out of this little wedge, which we have here as well. But as you can see, overall, the market is still very consolidative. It's still stuck inside of this box and it's still waiting for news to play out. So what I want to see is another high break over here. So another break of the fractal high confirming that we are really genuinely bullish. That is where I'll be looking for a potential long from on AUDUSD to trade back up slightly higher in towards those liquidity highs, right? That is what I'm going to be looking at on AU. If we just see that this is just part of the overall range and the market doesn't move at all, it just moves back down lower again, I would not be surprised as we're just consolidating. So we really need to see that breakout in towards the upside and the confirmation that there are bullish intentions, okay? So that is AU. Going into GBPUSD, what are we seeing there? GBPUSD, this is exactly why I just wait, guys. As you can see, very, very boring market. Actually all week long, like literally this was Monday, and as you can see we're moving down lower, which is not a surprise, but as you can see it's just slow and corrective. It is not doing anything. So for now, just following order flow in towards downside every single time the fractal high is being respected, right? This was your fractal high here, this was your fractal high here, and now this is your fractal high here. So this red line, as long as that red line is respected, this supply zone should just push the market down lower, as you can see it has been doing until now. So Nothing on the long side for me personally until we break this red line over here. That for me would be confirmation that we're breaking out of this corrective price action, this squeezing price action in towards the downside, and we could look for a long, at least back up in towards this high over here. Okay, so that is what I'm waiting for on GBPUSD. For the rest, I mean, there are some early tail signs that we could push up higher, in the sense that on the 1 hour we broke this fractal low over here and we pushed up higher, breaking this fractal high. But then again, this is a fractal high, this is a fractal low. So yeah, I mean, GU as well here on the 1 hour time frame, it's just consolidating. So don't burn your hands on it. I'm just focusing on what the 4 hour is doing. Obviously, we could say that there is some demand inside of here, but I just want to really see that 4 hour play out. And that is the only trade that I'm going to be taking or GBPUSD longs are the only trade I'm going to be taking if we see that 4 hour flip bullish. Going in towards NZDUSD or of course AUDUSD. If we go into NZDUSD, I've already written down pretty much what I'm looking for. So at the moment here on the daily is still waiting inside of this daily area of demand, with this obviously being an intensive liquidity low. So this is like a V-shaped reaction from here, so a lot of liquidity situated underneath here. So again, we are interested in engaging with longs, especially after such an overextended move, but we do not want to jump the gun early. So I'm now looking at the 4 hour time frame, and again, very similar to GU, you can very clearly see that the 4 hour time frame has just remained bearish all the way. So this green line is now your fractal high. If that fractal high can break, then we look for longs. Otherwise, this supply zone should just play out and press or suppress the market down lower. For now, demand is internally in control, so it could push the market up from here. If you are very, very aggressive and you do want to really just long because your hands are itching to trade, then you could obviously look for a long inside of this area of demand over here and expect higher prices on the 2 hour, because there you've already seen a fractal structure change. So yeah, look for those potential longs on NZDUSD. It is looking good with that daily area of demand, but personally I'll just be waiting for the 4 hour to shift as well and break this green line until I am interested in buying. Until then, it's just a little bit of an uncertain market, but it is looking more bullish than bearish in the sense that this supply zone is not that strong, because otherwise it would have pushed market down already a long time ago, in my opinion. So going into gold, last of all, what are we seeing there? So gold actually pushed up higher after liquidating the lows over here of the range. So liquidate the low, strong bullish 4 hour candle close, go in towards the 1 hour time frame, and you'll see that that 1 hour demand zone, which I drew in yesterday in the live stream, played out with absolute beauty. For the rest, we're just stuck inside supply now. Refine this, and this is now your supply zone. So who knows, some bearish pressure from here. All I know is that there's a lot of equal highs here above the highs, which I would love to see get taken out. But yeah, gold is just not for me at the moment, in the sense that this was my longing zone. I wanted to go long from that zone over there. For the rest, at the moment, as long as the overall order flow, holds, and this sub for the buy holds as well, which is now my main area of demand on the 4 hour, we should continue up higher. So either long from there, or if you're going towards the 1 hour, just wait for another 1 hour high break over there. So that's it for today, guys. Going live into Discord in the afternoon. See you there and have an amazing day.